Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. High through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Good morning, Spurs fans, and welcome to game day. Yes, we are playing Man City later, where Tottenham Hotspur will go to welcome Manchester City to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and where we will win and we will send them home packing with poor old Pep crying into his beer and Man City fans wondering what hit them and Haaland saying, I want to go to Barcelona. But joining me, of course, over this predicted lineup, this masterclass of picking players that Thomas Frank can't do, but he will do today, is Rain. Rain, look, you're off to the match in a few minutes, so you can only spare me 15 minutes. How are you, bud? You looking forward to today?
I am, yeah. Looking forward to getting down there. Looking forward to seeing people, to seeing my beloved Tottenham. Do I hold out much hope? Well, no, but no, I do. I hold out a lot of hope. Maybe not a lot. Maybe not a lot of expectation. But
Yeah.
I think we'll do our score prediction in a bit, won't we?
Yeah, we will. Well, look, we are going to get over, but firstly, there is a protest today. Change for Tottenham are protesting 4 p.m. outside the South Stand. Are you look? Do you think you get more than 200 than you did last time, Rain? Do you think you will get more today?
I think because they're doing it sort of they're doing it inside the ground as well
Mm,
anyway. I think they will get a bit more of a gathering. Um, it's a bit of a sort of a double-edged sword, isn't it? You get the most passionate people at the at the protests. The
mm,
You get the people who are most um, not most passionate about Spurs, but most passionate about
yeah,
protesting, and that can put people who are sort of unsure. It can put them off because a lot of these protesters, they will be singing, they will be waving flags like we're taking mine. Um, I would just say to people, you don't have to sing. You just come and have a chat. Just
mm,
come and have a chat with us. Most of us are, plus 30-year-old guys. There's quite a few, in their 20s. They'll be the most boisterous. Quite a lot of us are there. We just want to have a chat with other like-minded fans uh, just just demonstrate just by our presence that we
mm.
want our club to do better.
Yeah, that's all we want, isn't it? That is all we want. But look, let's get on. Look, how many people, and we will get an update when Rain comes on the channel next week, and we will get an update from him over that. Maybe he might send us in a message today in the watch along, let me know how many people did turn up, and that
Yeah.
would be really nice. Team news for today's game. We've got Mickey van der Ven injury only minor, so he's touch and go. I think he does start. So make that what you will when it comes to the predicted lineup. Thomas Frank, it's hopeful Porro and Richarlison return from Arsenal game in late February. Solanke ready to start on Sunday on today's game. Injuries, we've got Kulu out with the ACL, Madison out with the ACL, Mohamed Kudus out with the thigh, Richarlison out with the hamstring. Ben Davis is out with an ankle injury as well. Lucas Bergvall's out with his ankle. Rodrigo Bentancur is out with his hamstring, and Pedro Porro is also out with a hamstring injury. But this is it. This is the predicted lineup. I am going with the 3-4-3 formation with Vicario on goal, Danza Romero, Mickey van der Ven, the back three. We've got your Doggy and Spencer as the wing backs, Palunia and Gallagher, the two men in midfield, and the three attacking is Xavi on the left, Solanke up front, and Odebear on the right. If that is the team that's named today at the game, and you're walking in and they put that over the tannoy, How happy would you to be with that team lineup?
I'll be very happy with that team. I'll be very, very happy with that team. Actually, I think this is great. I think obviously we're still not 100% sure on Van der Ven, but now the centre backs is the one area where we've got half decent, half decent cover in terms of quality.
Mm.
We've struggled without. Well, we've managed without Van der Ven in a few games this season, and Dragusin should be able, if Van der Ven isn't available, that Dragusin should be able to come in and sub in and join that back three. What we won't get is the fantastic way that Van der Ven, Romero, and Danzo um, uh, managed that back three.
Mm.
We played three at the back when we were defending, but as soon as we got the ball, Van der Ven was going, was going well out to left
Mm.
back and pushing the wing back forwards, and we were sort of pivoting to a four at the back in possession, and sometimes Romero would do his charge up, and then Van der Ven would slot in. It was really, really intelligent
Yeah,
play the way that
it
they,
was.
and if that can just kind of, if that becomes the way that we play with better result, because obviously we lost
Yeah.
against West Ham, then great, absolutely fantastic. Um, let's see.
What what I like about this is it gives the freedom from Van der Ven, I think, to roam a bit and let Danso and Romero go. And Danso will sit there. And you got Palunha can drop back into that centre back role as well. So if Van der Ven or Romero do go forward, you got Palunha to drop into that centre back role. And also with Gallagher, he can play in the six, he can play in an eight, and he can join in with the attack as well. So he can be that bridge between the back four, the midfield, and the attacking. Look, with the attacking three, we know we're not blessed with great attacking forwards at the moment. We know Xavi's probably the best out of a lot of them. Solanke is back with a couple of goals now. Got 2 goals in the Champions League. Didn't score against Burnley where he should have done. How important for you, and I think it's important myself, that Solanke gets on the score sheet today. Get his confidence. He's banged one in. Let's build on that. And I think Odebear has been shown in the last couple of games he is a good winger. He needs to keep doing that as well, in my opinion.
Yeah. So on Odebear first, we said it, didn't we?
Mm.
Against we said it after the Dortmund game.
Yeah.
He had, he had a really, really good game. I think for many people he was their man of the match, wasn't he? And then going and what we wanted to see from him going forwards was consistency, more consistent performances against Burnley. I don't know, against Frankfurt. He needs to pick up, and he needs to bring his level up, and then be
Mm.
consistent, and consistently go with his man, put in crosses, and just start being a metronome in the way, because he's definitely got the ability.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just get the confidence to get on and do it.
Yeah.
Solanke. Now Frank was asked about Solanke, and then he actually gave him some really effusive praise.
Mm.
That I and at the end of the praise, he kind of caught himself and he mentioned Mawani, but I think Frank exposed what he really thinks, because he said, with Solanke now in the team, it's clear that we've been missing somebody who can put the ball in the back of the net, right? And then he remembered Mawani at the end, and it was like, oh, and it's great that we got Mawani as well. But when Solanke went through midweek and slotted that goal, that that's a striker's goal. That's what we've
It is.
absolutely been missing from this team is somebody who's Zabi, because he used to do it with Sesko and Openda all the time, can put through balls to, and Zabi's got the confidence that he'll put a through ball and the striker will get on the end and then actually do something with it. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of the poor performances we've been seeing from Zabi is that he hasn't had confidence in Richarlison, who's got, who couldn't trap a bag of cement. First touch is absolutely horrendous. He's got other qualities, but close control is not one of them. And Mwani, who doesn't seem to want to run, which for a professional
Yeah.
footballer in the Premier League is never going
It's
to
sort
wash.
of basic.
Yeah. So Solanke's, I absolutely agree. Solanke's really important. If Solanke scores 10 goals in the Premier League in the last, this last half of the season, or this last third of the season, then we finish easily mid-table, and we may even
Yeah.
finish 10th. Above 10th, we may be up close to the European spots. And you're absolutely right. We've missed somebody who can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Totally agree. But look, that is the lineup, guys, for tomorrow. So let us know in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Right, we better let Rain get off and going. Guys, that is it. Of course, we are back here at 4 o'clock with James doing the match day build up. And then I'm on at 4:15 with the watch along. We'll go after the whistle afterwards. And also join us. And then also play ratings will be out 11 o'clock on Monday. Monday, we're doing deadline day. We're on from 9 to 10:30 on Monday morning. Then from 12 to 1:30 Monday lunchtime, and also 3 to 8 o'clock to see the end of the window. So do join us deadline day, where we'll give you all the very latest news, who's going where. Tottenham as well will come first, but we will keep you up to date with the rest of every other transfer as well. Rain, thank you very much for helping me do this. Enjoy your day at Spurs. Let's get a win for Rain. Come on, let's make his day a big one. Guys, we'll see you later. Come on, you Spurs, in the massive cockerel we trust. And that is Chirpy, the mascot I'm getting behind. Go to the protests. We're telling you, change for Tottenham is the place you need to be.
Come and have a
Come on,
chat.
you Spurs.
Come and meet us. Come and have a
Yeah.
chat, and
Yeah.
and tell us what you think. Yeah, come on, you Spurs. Have a great watch along, guys.
Yeah. See you later.
Tottenham till I